Well, good morning, everyone. It is 27 degrees outside. We're anticipating perhaps some snow here in the Carolinas overnight Friday before Saturday morning. And it's going to turn to rain and wash away. Just there's your weather update for now. When it comes to something I came across, we always wonder what are the hot jobs heading into the new year, heading into each year. LinkedIn kind of put together their own report earlier this week. Obviously, a lot of it's tied to AI. I think the top two jobs have to do with AI focused roles. So for those individuals that are going into computer science or going into IT, information technology, obviously having a strong knowledge of how AI works and how to apply AI and how to make AI effective in a business's operations. Those are obviously very high demand jobs right now. But interestingly enough, also in the top 5 is a job that I think many people thought had gone away, or in many ways has gone through a transformation, you could say. And that was the job was listed as travel advisor. Those of us who are perhaps a little older remember them as travel agents. And what I will say is I've noticed this myself in the last year or two. Travel advising as a business for many people is seen as a side gig in today's market. It's something that people do along with other jobs, especially if they're in a career that allows them to engage a lot of people. They're in a forward-facing type of career, sales, marketing, something they build a lot of connections. It's a side gig that likely does not interfere with their other work, and that enables them to kind of build the relationship also tied to their primary business. And it's also a business that retirees can get involved in, those that are looking for a different pace of life and also looking to make money. And it's really interesting because, over the course of the last generation, a lot of our travel booking, whether it's getting airline tickets, hotel rooms, rental cars, whatever the case is, buying tickets for attractions, has gone to direct online sales. And that, of course, decimated the traditional travel agent business where, you went into an office and they did all that work for you. That business kind of died out in a lot of ways. But the reality is that even with this technology, a lot of people realized, hey, I can still use some help. And we know, economically speaking, that one of the growing consumer activities over the last several years, particularly after the pandemic, has been travel. And the experience-related travel of going somewhere for a certain experience has expanded greatly. You also have a lot more group travel in that, whether it's a family or a group of friends or whatever the case is, they want to go somewhere together. That has grown, and those are the kind of events and activities where having a travel advisor is very helpful. So it's kind of surprising. Another one that was in that group at the higher end of a hot job is indirect sales. And I can certainly see this because even though a lot of sales activity has gone online, I think a lot of companies also realize, one, they need people to actually sell and market their products, and there are probably fewer people today, especially amongst younger people, who have an interest in it. And so finding those younger people who have an interest and desire to work in sales, which, used to just kind of be part of the normal growing up experience. Pretty much everybody at some point had a job where sales was a part of it growing up. I had that when I worked in retail electronics. That, now it's kind of seen more as a specialty because it's not as much part of our common adulting experience, how we get as we grow up. So some very interesting findings in this report, which I've shared in the text. Definitely some jobs you would expect to be in demand are there, and also some jobs that you're kind of surprised are coming back. And then when you start really thinking about it, you realize, nope, they've always been there, and it makes sense why they're now in demand, because some of these are fields where the supply of applicants is part of the problem just as much as the growing demand. So I just wanted to share that with you today. I hope everybody has a safe day and stay warm. Take care.